All right, guys. So today is a very sad day because I am ripping apart my boat right now in the middle of the season. It is June 13th, right? Dead smack in the middle of my season. And I've had a leaky fuel tank for the past couple weeks. And I gotta rip the boat apart. I can't run the boat like this. It's unsafe. I got fuel everywhere. So I'll be showing you some videos of that. Yes, it will be an iPhone clip, so bear with me, but I'm gonna take you guys along for this process of cutting out a hole in my deck and undoing all the wires, because the whole hardtop, the leaning post, and the console, and all the wires have to come off in order to get to my tank. My tank starts here and ends here. It's a 120 gallon tank, and this is going to be miserable. Let it begin. Okay, Gary. We are lifting everything up right now. Here we go.
Hey, you taking the whole console off too?
Yeah, everything.
Oh, okay. I see both filling out. It's already up.
Oh, wait, that was pretty easy.
Stop it right there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to run some wires through.
You can just leave it right there for now. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
So feed that stuff through, brother.
We gotta feed these wires through here, man. I think she's gotta come up more now.
No. Here, you see it.
I got it. Hey, Gavin, how are you?
Can I get off? Can I get off and then we might go up? Maybe, yeah. Hold on, let me get. Hey, grab 4 guys and come over here real fast.
Whoa!
They're coming over. Hold on.
That thing's spinning.
I got it. I'm doing it.
Oh.
Let it hit to the side of the boat. Come back.
You got to come up. I know it's not possible, right?
Yeah, I can't. That's why I'm getting the 4 guys. They can lift it with you guys. I'll be able to back out from underneath it. All right, yeah, do that. What?
Oh man, you got a scratch on this boat?
No scratches?
You don't see it.
What's this at?
Right over here, Carrie. Thank you.
Watch me on the top.
Watch those power lines. I don't know if she's good.
Am I clearing that?
Come on in. Your mask may get those.
Alrighty. We're back to a naked Parker. Console is going on. off the pallet. Okay.
Got one shield up on the loose.
Very good, Carrie. Very good. Oh! Come on, Carrie. Nice work.
We did it.
A&J Sheet Metal here on Cypress, getting it done.
In the rain.
In the rain, in the Florida conditions. The console is now off the rig. How exciting, Ryan? Whoa! Hey, I think there's supposed to be a boat under that. All right, so as you can see, the console and the hardtop and everything's off the boat, leaving all the wires right there, wrapped everything up. Look at the amount of soot just lingering on that was underneath the hardtop and everything. And but we got it draining right now. This is definitely dangerous. Ryan and I have never done this before. I do not want to blow up today, so we got to be smart about, you know, how we do this. And yeah, we're gonna get to cutting here shortly. Stay tuned. Here we go, boys and girls. Ryan's water boy to keep us from blowing out. Hold on.
Screw it right there.
See the screw? So we got half the deck out right now. As you can see, half of it is out. The jigsaw battery died. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Let that thing charge and then start ripping back away. Hopefully we can have this tank out by today.
Yeah, hold on. Can you keep it right there? It's heavy, right?
Why is there a chump bag? Why is there trash everywhere? Okay, this thing's big.
Yeah.
Oh, this tank is big.
Yeah, this is a giant tank. Alright, hold on, let's do something with this piece first, so we can examine.
Okay, I think now is when the project begins. That does not look exciting.
Nope.
Oh boy. Alright, we gotta throw this piece in the salon.
In the salon?
Yeah, right inside of it while Johnson's got clients everywhere. We gotta put him on the ground.
Yeah.
Why is there a jump bag?
Oh, no. Maybe they did replace it.
You don't want it to jump back and hit the boat. Oh, we're just gonna chuck it? Yeah, I mean, 3, 2, 1.
Good shit.
Okay.
Just wash your hands.
In the back?
Oh, on the side. The side's right here. It's literally the edge of it,
Long
but
and
there's
skinny
so
too.
much foam and crud. Like, this is the definition of crud. Look, it stops right here too. What's that looking like? I don't know, could you imagine if it was just something like this though?
Where do we even start, Ryan? Where do you even start on something like this?
Like, what is this?
Is that the ground wire for the fuel tank?
Probably.
Oh, I feel like I gotta make a phone call here.
Yeah, a couple phone calls gotta go out for the show.
I'm not sure what to do right now. Here's where we're at right now, you guys. So we got the deck up. Not all of it, but then again, Ryan and I were kind of just guessing on where to make our cuts, but there was times where we hit a piece of wood, didn't know what we were hitting. It was a flange that the previous owner sat right there to lay the new deck on top. And that's exactly what we're gonna do when we put a new deck in. It definitely does not look good in here. Let me see those screws, Ryan. So he was tapping in screws to the side and straight. When he put the deck on, he would tap them straight down. Not good, guys. Definitely really sooty in here. Ryan, would you call this soot?
It's the definition of soot.
This tank is so sooty, it's unbelievable. Alright guys, that is it for today. We made pretty good progress for day 1. Or this is day 2. I started by myself yesterday. Ryan came over today and helped me a ton. And yeah, got everything removed. Have everything pretty much cut and ready to go. I'm gonna be removing the fuel tank tomorrow. I just gotta get everything loose and then figure out a way to remove it. I also gotta pump all the fuel out. It's got like 70 gallons of fuel in there, which is less than ideal. So we got a lot of work to do, but stay tuned. We will give you a shout tomorrow. All day today on the boat. All day. 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever, 15, whatever it is. All I can tell you is the boat looks pretty gangster without a hardtop. Alright guys, so it's now day 3 or 4 working on the boat. Day 2, it's the next day after having the deck cut up and fuel tank accessible. Somewhat accessible. I still got to get it cut enough to where I can rip this tank up, but yeah, got a lot of work to do today. It's just me today, so I'm gonna set the GoPro up on some time lapse, and please like and subscribe. This is not cheap, and I'd appreciate your view right about now. Long story short, guys, we got a lot of freaking work to do today, so we're gonna get to it here. And this is just something that looks like is never gonna be done. But I'm going to the Bahamas in 15 days from today. 15 days from today, I'm going to the Bahamas. And I will not let this stop me. So let's get this done. Well, Hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of a time lapse. I'm pretty much done getting all the flanges out of the boat. I have to do one more little cut right here to make everything flush, and then I'm gonna clean everything up, undo the lines, undo the vent hoses, undo everything, open the sender, start pumping fuel out. But got a lot of old raggedy wood. Hey Johnson, what do you think?
I'm gonna tell you what I think in about a minute.
This is a live Johnson report, fresh out of work. What do we think, Johnson?
I'm not out of work, I'm still at work.
Fresh in work.
I'm wondering if you needed to do this, as in maybe you should not have.
Oh. Well, where was that fuel coming from? Personally, I think there's going to be a hole at the bottom of the tank somewhere. We will find out sooner than later. I just told Johnson I'm going to be in the Bahamas in 2 weeks, and he said not with this boat. You know what I say to that? Challenge accepted. The deck is not rot. There's a little bit of saturation in some places. Obviously some places more than others. And I've never had any wet spots in the boat. Now, the question is, do I rip up my whole deck and redo the whole deck while I'm at this? But I will not make it on that Bahamas trip. And I'll be out a lot of work for the summer. So I don't think I can do that. I'm just gonna cut out whatever wet parts there are. And then glass and Coosa board back where the parts that we just cut out. Well, I found out what might have just destroyed my tank overall. So obviously there's a ground wire that runs on your tank. Mine's right here, and it looked fine from what I could see. If you're not familiar with a ground wire on a fuel tank, it is to prevent electrolysis. I just went to pull the wire on my tank on the backside that's supposed to run up to the fuel fill. Look at that. The wire completely corroded off, and electrolysis obviously started on my tank. Okay, our next step is going to be to remove the screws on the sender and take the sender out so we can suck this fuel out of the boat, because it's pretty much ready. It's not ready to come out, but it's getting there. But I want to get all the fuel out. Sender. Put that right there. And now I can actually look in the tank. See how it looks in there. No idea. I don't see any water. I only see fuel. I'm gonna shine a light in there. Alright guys, so here's what we got going on right now. The Red Ghost came by. We got 4 of my 14-gallon fuel caddies, and as you can see, we have a battery sitting on top of a fuel tank. Probably not the smartest idea in the world. However, we are pumping out the fuel with a fuel transfer pump out of my tank right now. So, at about 70 gallons to go, so stay tuned. All right guys, so I get the tank pretty much empty. It's on its last couple gallons here, and I had 56 gallons full of good fuel, and then the rest of the bottom of the tank I'm just draining into this drum, and I am going to have to pay to get it removed because, you know, there's a lot of crap at the bottom of the tank, and if there is any water in there or anything, I'm not taking that risk. You can hear the pump starting to suck up a lot more air than fuel now. So it's pretty much done. There it goes. That's it. Let me get to it. I just want to go ahead and say, for some people, getting to the fuel tank in a boat, yes, leaky fuel tank in a boat is probably one about the worst problems you can have, other than structural issues in a boat. However, in some boats, it's really not that bad to get into. You know, they have a screw down deck where they just pop the deck out, or maybe they move their leaning post. As you can tell, there's nothing on my boat except for a live well, but we had to move the whole console and the leaning post. So all the wiring, everything had to get undone. You see all the wires is right there. And now I'm dealing with this and then putting it back together. So in this boat, the removal of the fuel tank is a pain in the ass. So now that I have drained the majority of the fuel out of the boat, there's like 1 or 2 gallons left in there that's just sitting and I can't get it. But what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna leave the sender open in hopes that all the fumes will get the heck out of there. And then I'm gonna undo the hoses there. I'm gonna undo the vent hose and the fuel fill. I have to pull the hoses off, and then I have to move this piping. Then I have to cut the foam. Then I have to get someone over here with a forklift and get this tank the heck out of my boat. So a little trick that I learned back in my youth, you can spend a long time. These hoses are just not even corroded, just heat corroded on here. They've been through it all. I'm not saving these hoses. Get yourself a blade of some sort, preferably one better than this rusty knife. Go ahead and I'm gonna need to work at this, so I gotta put the camera down. So I got this one off first, and now the fill has got that metal wiring on the inside. That is strong stuff, you guys, no kidding there. But now we are all disconnected. I'm just gonna snip it down here too, so it's out of the way. And then I gotta pull it through and up through the top of here. And yeah, one step at a time, baby. All right, so we sawzalled both sides of the tank and all the foam, cut the piping, ran all the wires back up through the fish box. Boys are over here with the forklift. We got John and we got Vince. What are you dropping in the center, John?
An extension bar. That should work.
Looks good to me. We will find out very shortly. The only predicament is these wires are going to try and get pinched on the way out.
You have another chain? What? You have another chain? Yeah. Got there. Watch your face. Up. Up.
Oh, yeah.
Up. Up. Pull on. You wires are gonna pinch unless.
Is it coming up?
It's
Yeah.
coming up, but the wire, it needs to come this way for the wires. Pass me this, Rufus. Here, pull all those wires out of the way.
All right, set this up.
gonna bend the fuck out of that. It's gonna be tight up against there with that chain like that. If we could get it going this way, it will pop easy. Can we swing? Yeah, can we
move the boat?
Can we? Yeah, that'd be ideal.
I can hook my truck up to move the boat.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come from this side, Vince, with those wires. Because you're gonna pull into the wires. If you pull this way, you're gonna put it.
If you want to hold that?
Yeah, what do I do? Just hold it there?
Yeah, spread them wide.
You recording?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm gonna
Hold on.
pinch 'em.
You want me to back up and try to pull the tank this way?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can come that way.
A little bit.
There.
You ain't got much.
I don't want to pinch you.
That's it. That's all you got. Vince, hold on. Come down, Vince. Just a little bit. Down.
It's tight.
Woo. Hold on.
You're gonna have to squeeze those.
Stinks.
How's that? That's better.
That's better. Just watch your hands when this comes out.
Try to get that foam out of there. Get that
We've got a
little
lot of
chunk
it out.
I know, but break that chunk out there. Really, like, I mean, yeah.
That's what I got. Just in that place for deep drop weights. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to repaint the whole thing to match it.
Go up, Vince. Up.
You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Watch your fingers. Up. Keep going.
That's it, we're max. You gotta block the tank and shorten the chain.
Wow, she popped. That came out
Go
easy.
ahead, down,
dude.
Vince.
That came out easy, man. Guarantee it's on the bottom of one of those scenes.
You see, Chico? Definitely stinky like fuel down there.
Yeah.
Woo! This is a very exciting project.
Up. Up. Go ahead, up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Well, there was my
Forward if you
lead,
can.
boys and girls.
Come up.
Gonna have to help that end.
Yep. Go up.
That's all I got.
That's it? What can I do? Can I lower the boat?
No.
Hey, move those needle ropes. Follow me. Go ahead. Back up. Hold on, Vince. Hold on. Control the motor. Shift it that way if you can. It's gonna be a lot of weight on you. Go
Oh,
ahead,
hold
back.
on, hold on, hold on.
Can you go straight back?
Got it.
Got it?
Yeah, that's it.
Go back, Vince. Get out of there.
Well, nice job, Vince.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, John. Yeah, Chiefo.
Good, man.
There it is, right there, boy.
Where? Chief can't give up looking for the hole.
I can't find it.
But there was pitting everywhere on this tank, as you guys can see.
It's either right. The pressure point on this tank is on the bottom.
There was pitting everywhere here.
That's where it's pounding, on the bottom or on the ends. It's
So they say you want to be a fisherman, huh? Hello, Annika.
Hello.
Okay. Next day shenanigans. Now I am removing all the excess foam that was sitting below the tank. You can see how disgusting this is. This is all fuel, by the way. That was just sitting under my tank every single day. So I gotta take all this out, scrape everything off the sides, and I'm gonna pressure wash here in the stringers and get everything super clean and prepped, ready for some glass works. So let's get to it. This has to, by far, be the worst part of this job. Words do not describe what digging this up with a crowbar smells like. Annika?
It's pretty gnarly. I mean,
it smells like fuel and kingfish from 2010. Definitely got a little bit of glass work to do. That's for sure. Alrighty, boys and girls. Kevin from J&R Metal Fabrication just came over. And Kevin's getting some measurements up. Kevin is going to be building the new tank. That should last me a lot longer than this one did. 3/16?
3/16. Yep.
And working on still cleaning out that cavity right now. Kevin said he's gonna have the tank done in about an hour. No, he said he's gonna have it done very quickly. So I need it done quickly so I can get back in the water here.
Make some money.
Make some money. Because all I do is lose money on this boat. Welcome to it. So they say you want to be a fisherman, huh? Huh. Ragged old tank. Maybe we will go by Kevin's shop when he's doing some weldage and film some of that.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Kevin? I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yep, we could pressure test this thing, see where it's leaking at.
Well, I don't want to know.
Oh, you don't want to know?
No.
Oh.
Degreasing and soaping. I'm gonna let this sit for like an hour. Hit all the sides, everything. Let this sit for like an hour. Get everything out of here. And we got a clean surface. It took about 5 hours to get all this foam up and all this raggedy soot that's been sitting in this tank. This is the definition of soot. Here, Johns. Pretty dry.
Dry enough.
That's plenty dry enough. Oh, thank the Lord.
Look, watch. Look at all this.
Water soaked in all the foam.
You know, wait, look where this was, right?
Yeah.
Right here. Look, this is what was here. See the outline?
Those are my feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to cut back on all the rotten wood that is on this deck because obviously I can't glass to that. So we've just cut back about 5 inches or so, and it's totally dry. bar? Here.
Oh, this is nice and dry. Well, drier.
That's plenty dry.
Again, there's water where
The foam
footprint was.
Alright, that is all for today. Made a lot of progress today, actually. It doesn't seem like it, but you don't understand how long it took out to clean this cavity. And then made these cuts here, and I got really good news because this wood is dry, and you could see the wood I was dealing with before was completely rot all on the edges here from whoever tapped into these stringers. But the stringers are also solid. I can't even budge them, so I cut in a little bit too far when I was making my first cut to get into the tank, but I'm just gonna grind that off and lay new glass there tomorrow. But yeah, I'm really happy about this because I was considering cutting my whole deck up. I'm like, I'm never gonna have my boat in the position it's in right now. So I'm like, while the boat is in this position, I need to cut my deck up and lay Coosa board, but thankfully it is not all rotten. See you guys in the morning. Bye. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode so far. This was just part 1 to the fuel tank removal. The next video is going to be, you know, fixing up all the glass work in that cavity, getting the new tank, dropping the new tank in, foaming it in, glassing the new deck, painting, the whole 9 yards, and then possibly crossing to the Bahamas. I'm editing this video on the good side of the project. I'm on the done side of the project. Are we going to make the deadline? I don't know. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned. Wait for part 2. I'm going to post part 2 in 3 days. I'm going to try and bang it out quick for you guys because it's a pretty exciting project. So drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Till next video, moving weights out.